In the old days in India, Pakistan or Africa, we had the letter, telegram and telephone. There were no mobiles then, only landlines, which were very expensive. Telegrams were sent across oceans as a quick way to share happy or sad news. Faster than a letter, cheaper than telephone. It's a middle way. And then phone cards came. Do you remember how many numbers we had to punch in? 6, 7, 2, 2, 1. Oh, is that a 9 or a 6? 3. Oh, have you got my glasses? When I moved to England, landlines were still very expensive, so I'd buy a £1 card to ring abroad. I would call home every Saturday for around 5 to 10 minutes max because, I couldn't afford more time. And then email came. Younger relatives fired off emails to each other, but, as grandparents and parents, we still wrote letters with the occasional phone calls. And then Skype, WhatsApp and Zoom came. And video calls, it made things so much easier for everyone. And the best thing was, it was free. We could call our loved ones immediately, find out what they were having for dinner. Or what exactly is that special ingredients that Nani puts in her pav bhaji recipe. To see their faces, be with them in those moments. I guess in some ways it's better, but in some ways, I miss the touch of their words, thoughts, feelings on paper, words they have taken time to shape, to gift me. When we call video abroad, sometimes we all call together, and other times we call one by one. And when there's a special occasion like Eid or Diwali, we are all together, they are all together, we can see everyone, and they can see all of us. Bridging oceans, we celebrate happy times together. In that same moment, reaching each other beyond the screen. You see, one time in India, after 16 years of trying for a baby, my cousin and his wife, they had a baby boy. And my cousin's wife, she was in hospital giving birth. We were on the call the whole time. We knew when the baby's head came out. Yeah, and when his stomach came out. And when his legs come out. We knew the very moment he was born into the world because we were on the WhatsApp video the whole time. But some elders abroad, they don't have technology and they don't know how to use the latest gadgets. You see, the other grandparents, and it's still the two of them. Usually I phone them on the landline, just to see how they are keeping. But their helper has a smartphone. So when she comes, I ring her so we can see each other, It's a connection for everybody. And then there's my daughter. Oh, she has cousins in India and South Africa and America and Seychelles, everywhere. They really miss each other. So they make a lot of video calls, always in Gujarati. And this is a language that she never used to understand. Sometimes there are more than 8 cousins on a call. And they pass it to whoever else is in their houses. And when you've got 10 to 15 people in the house, that's a lot of people. Oh, they pass to everyone. Kakas, kakis, masis, masas. Oh, chachas, fais and faibas, even the postmaster. Arey, chacha, kaki, kaka, masi. Arey, postmaster, tum bhi aao. You know, when we last went to India, my daughter didn't even know any of her relatives. Now, she knows them better than I do. Even if I'm busy, she always calls them to see how they are. In lockdown, it's even more than usual.
Hello. Hello. Hello, Nani. Hello.
We are all one people, ne? Just from different places. I was born in India, and my husband also. And my father in law, he was born in India, but he moved to Portugal. And then he came to UK, and my husband came to Leicester. And I grew up in a small fishing village on small island. Diu Island, off coast of Gujarat. Ah, the weather is really nice there, ne? દોરોજ તડકો આવે એકદમ તાપે મને તો બહુ જ ગમે. You know, sometimes the sea is so calm there. Huh? Nice cliffs and hill as well. Looks a lot like Portugal. The island was ruled by the Portuguese, not the British. India became independent from the British in 1940s. Chennai like independent there 1947 ma. Now, Diu Island became independent from Portuguese. 1961 ma thya independent. You know, an island, people depend on fishing. And my father, he was a fisherman, and he had 5 brothers, just like the Pandavas. And they had a fishing business and fishing boat. We all involved in that. You know, because parents are always working, ne? And when we small, we just do everything ourselves. Grow up ourselves, dress ourselves, we have bath ourselves. You know, sometimes we even have to sleep near the harbor and not go school because they are working all the time. We grew up with fish. Oh, eating fish. Doros machli khata every day. Fish curry and rice every day. You know, but when we grow up, we didn't like to eat the fish. So this is why we moved to vegetarian food. I really like vegetarian food. મને બહુ જ ભાવે, લીલોતરી ને રીંગણા ને. My favorite is corn on the cob. એકદમ સાવ tasty મને લાગે vegetarian food. And my father, he loved eating fish all the time. બિચારા હમણાં રિટાયર થઈ ગયા ને, હવે રિટાયર છે તો એ તો હજી ફિશ ખાય છે. આખો દિવસ માછલી જ ખાય. He's still eating fish every day. મને લાગે છે નેક્સ્ટ લાઈફમાં એ તો ફિશ જ બનવાના જ. કેટલું કેટલું માછલી ખાઈ લીધું. You know, some people, older people speak Portuguese like my grandma, my ba, but not us. Because she worked on Diu Island when it was Portuguese colony. Ne? This is why she knew the Portuguese language. You see, a lot of my family are still there. Ne? Parents, masis, masas, kakas, kakis, chachas, ba ne bapuji, nanis ne nanas, cousins, બધાય ત્યાં જ છે. ખાલી હું છું અહીંયા લેસ્ટરમાં સાવ ઠંડી ઠંડીમાં બેઠી જ ઠંડીમાં. ઠરે ને. You know, we go to Ireland like every 3 or 4 years, And this time we could not go because of Corona, ne? છે ને આ કોરોના વાયરસ બધાયને માથું દુખી ગયું. ખબર ને ક્યારે જવાનું છે આ કોરોના વાયરસ. ક્યાં ને ક્યાંથી આવ્યું આ. We have a family function there, so we really miss that. When we visit Portugal, my children play with other children outside. They like that old Portuguese castle, ne? In the middle of the sea. Sao Dorio Mache. No one can go inside and no one can go outside. So, they like the Indian worship memorial. There's a model. There's a model of the sunken ship with the names of sailors. Kabach bridge connects Diu Island to Gujarat. And at the end of bridge at Diwali and Christmas, there is a big fair. Manatolo, Volsane, so umbrellas manataboga. And if we go there, we go. And on 19th of December, Ireland is celebrating independence with long festival. Our style, till February. In Bu Island, we are independent, so we are part of India too. Hey, best of both worlds. Even in winter, it always feels like summer there. Arey, my Diu Island. I miss that place. I hate lockdown. It's like the worst time ever. A really bad dream. It's hard for everyone, isn't it? But especially difficult for our mums. Mum says, I hope God never gives this time to anyone again. Well, she's right. She's so busy cooking, cleaning, washing up all the time. She gets us out of bed, makes sure we do our schoolwork and our homework, and she makes sure we take breaks, make sure we're okay. She makes a breakfast, lunch and dinner for us every day. Making our new routines, when we're so used to the old ones. Some still work jobs from home, jobs outside, and take care of the house and family. Mums are always busy, never showing us how fed up they really are. It's taken lockdown for me to see how much Mum holds our household and us together. As a family, we've grown a lot closer during lockdown. Here is just us in the house. Abroad, there's lots of extended family together, so no one's really that alone there. You see, our house is a bubble, disconnected from everyone, not meeting anyone, In the first lockdown, Papa made a barbecue every single week. It's no exaggeration. Every single week it was like, right, wake up, stand in line, make something, go barbecue. That's it. Sometimes he'd just make sweet potato and sweet corn. Yeah, he was crazy. When it was hot, he spent a lot of time with us, playing table tennis, badminton, cricket. We even had a water fight with him. Those were the things that kept us going. The first proper lockdown, well, that was a learning experience. And the second one, well, we was a bit more organised. But this one, God, everyone's just tired. It's been tough and emotional for everyone. Even if we don't have the virus, it hangs over us like every single day, no matter what we're doing. We can't go outside, we can't meet our friends. We can't do what we want. Mental health has affected all of us. God, we've lost too many people during this time. In every family, more or less, there's been a death this year. It makes you realise, doesn't it, how important life is. How important family is, how important community is. Normally, as families, we visit each other's houses to celebrate festivals together. This time, we celebrated Diwali on Zoom. I mean, at least we can call with family and friends in Leicester or England or further away. Oh, can you imagine what it was like during the Spanish flu in 1918 with no WhatsApp, no Zoom? We're lucky that even if we're isolated from each other, technology brings us closer together. See, right now, we're making our cousin in Australia a surprise quarantine video because he's turning 21. Yeah, he went skydiving yesterday and sent us the video. Oh, we were so jealous. In Australia, they've hardly got any COVID cases. No lockdown, nothing. He's just enjoying his life down the beach in hot sunny weather. Oh, so different to here. Oh, I can't wait for us to enjoy life again. You know, I just want everything to go back to normal. I want the salons to open so I can do my threading. Look at my eyebrows. They're out of control. I just want Leicester to go back to normal. Everyone to be as free as they were before. You know, I've also been thinking about my grandparents. They've given me so many gifts. And they've given me things, you know, that I can see. Yeah, I've got a goddess Saraswati pendant, a jewellery box and a Spider-Man pencil case. Okay, thanks. I love that. That's what I needed. Yep. And they've also given me, you know, things that I carry inside me. Our mother tongue, respect for others and ehsas. In Urdu, Hindi, Gujarati or Punjabi, give it them samjhao. Well, it means, you know, being sensitive to others, trying to feel other people's feelings, putting yourself in someone else's shoes or even their chupples. Yeah. Ehsas is like sympathy. I mean, even if we're isolated in our own little bubbles, we're all in one big bubble living through this time together. And we're realising how much we're connected to other people, realising how much we need them. Even if we can't be with them, you know, being sensitive to others. Ehsas, it helps us to understand ourselves and each other, to reach out to those who really need our help. Yeah, in this tough time, what we need more than ever is ehsas. It's in our hearts that every time we're in India, we go to Ambaji Temple to pray. Ambaji Temple is in Ahmedabad in Gujarat. Ambaji is the name of the goddess who sits on a tiger. She shows power. And if you worship her, you gain strength and you'll be smart. Our family worships Ambaji and offers her flowers and coconuts. The 9 days of Navaratri are dedicated to her because there are 9 forms of her. And each of the 9 days worships a different goddess, but they are all forms of Ambaji. Close to Ambaji Temple, there is also Gabbar Hill. On that hill sits the original Ambaji Temple. We usually take the ropeway, or it is a 2-hour climb to the top of a very steep hill. At the top, it's flat like a little island where we pray. There is a lit diva up there, like an eternal flame that has been lit forever and ever and never goes out. The flame on the hill can be seen from the temple too. It is like a connection between Ambaji's temple and the hill. The lit diva is always on, on, on. After we have done our darshan, our prayer, it's time for us to enjoy ourselves. We go to another hillside called Abu, half an hour's drive away. We go canoeing in the lake, horse riding, watch the sunset, things like that. And all the shops there are open at night too. So, after the spirit of holiness comes the spirit of fun. Life needs both. India is blessed with over 1 million sacred temples. We'll never manage to visit them all. But another temple we have visited is dedicated to Lord Ram, set by the lakeside in the town of Jamnagar. It is a very beautiful, holy place. It's actually in the Guinness Book of World Records because the chant, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, has been chanted there non-stop for 52 years. Many people volunteer to chant there, then swap over. The chanting has carried on, even in lockdown. Once there was a huge earthquake nearby, and even though life all around was forced to stop, the chanting never stopped. It never stopped. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. I still hear it, especially when life, like in lockdown, gets tough or too much. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Beep, 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 beep. When in India or Pakistan, I love to bump and bounce along in rickshaws. Beep, 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 beep. Chalo, chalo, hato. Sitting back, cool wind, slicing hot air. A roadside movie unfolds. Colourful actors and settings streaming by, spilling in as the rickshaw cuts through the actions. My chachas or cousins also take me on the motorbike ride, but my favourite motorcycle buddy is Nana, my granddad. Hey, Nana, let's play Antakshari. I'll start. 1, 2 ka 4, 4 2 ka 1. My name is Lakhan, my name is Lakhan. Sajanon ka sajan, mera naam hai Lakhan. Lakhan, na, Nana, it's Lakhan, na. We roar across the house to the village, to the birdhouse, fun fair, stop at roadside for dhokras or fresh juice, sneaking Gulfi, before motoring to the village where he learnt to swim. No, 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 there's no limit. Limit. Duh. Oh, Nana, how'd you know that song? Then head through wide open fields to pick fresh vegetables. Beep, beep. When Nana got his motorbike, He got a sticker with my name on it. And the other grandchildren, they got well jealous. So we had to add their names. Anyway, everybody knows I was the first. Limit, duh. तुझे देखा तो ये जाना सनम. Beep, 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 beep. Then we roar back to the house. In a twinkly sari, Nani, my grandma, is on the veranda in a big wooden swing, and Nana sits beside her, and they gently swing. The family circles around, laughter and chatter. Oh yeah, the aunties, wow, they're out in full force. Little Masi throws a chai party for us kids, painting our nails. Hina Mummy is in her kurti and leggings, flexing between Urdu, Gujarati, Hindi and English. Risha Auntie broadcasts village news, while YouTube Auntie, well, she cracks jokes and comic moves. Hi guys, yeah, this is YouTube Masi here, and welcome to my show, Posh Pickles and Poppadoms. Arey, if you like my channel, hit the like button. Arey yaar, subscribe. She's shooting another video for thousands of her followers. On cool evenings, we all eat dinner outside and gather again next morning for breakfast parontas. Delicious. From dawn till dusk, nearby street noises rise and fall, dancing to the rhythm of the workday. Sanam ma. मेरा जूता है जापानी, ये पटलून इंग्लिस्तानी, सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी. Too soon, everyone returns to their own adventures. Back in Leicester, I cycle past benches of old men in woolly hats and gloves. Someone else's Nana, shuffling epic life adventures. I head to the library, take swimming lessons at the pool next door, shop on Belgrave Road, stroll onto Cossington Park. And I imagine that instead of the cold English wind nipping at me, a hot Indian, Pakistani sun warms me. And I hold Nana tightly round his waist. And the wind whistles filmy tunes past my ears, carrying me back. छोरी छोरी मेरे दिल में समाते हो, ये तो बताए को तुम मेरे कौन हो. जहाँ मैं जाती हूँ वहीं चले आते हो, छोरी छोरी मेरे दिल में समाते. I imagine Nana on my bike with me. I show him around my Belgrave. The parks, the library, cycling along Belgrave Road, past the sari shops, the jewellery shops, all glistening with gold, the neighbourhood centre, and of course, world-famous bobbies. We cycle around my Leicester, the Mandir, Masjid, the Jain Temple, Gurdwara, Cathedral, before we stop at my favourite spot. Yeah, now it's my turn to treat Nana to some delicious street food. A bag of awesome chips.